FDA is taking action to remove petroleum-based food dyes from the U.S. food supply and from medications. For the last 50 years, American children have increasingly been living in a toxic soup of synthetic chemicals. The scientific community has conducted a number of studies raising concerns about the correlation between petroleum-based synthetic dyes and several health conditions, such as attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, obesity, diabetes, insulin resistance, cancer, genomic disruption, GI issues, as I've seen in the hospital, and allergic reactions. For example, this Lancet study conducted a randomized, double-blinded, placebo-controlled study on food dyes and concluded that artificial colors in the diet, quote, result in increased hyperactivity. So why are we taking a gamble? Parents, moms and dads, have also tried to raise attention to the issue. Some parents have observed that these chemicals cause hyperactivity and even aggressive behavior, and that it subsides when the chemicals are removed from the diet of the child, and sometimes even reoccurs when those petroleum-based chemical dyes are reintroduced. As I know from my experience taking care of children as a doctor, you have to always listen to the mom.
Right.
Other studies have found that artificial colors that create vibrant colors mess with the child's developing brain to make ultra-processed foods more attractive, even when the child already feels full. These studies have associated food colors directly with obesity and diabetes. Well, America's children are sick and suffering. 41% of children have at least one health condition, and 1 in 5 are on medication. The answer is not more Ozempic, more ADHD medication, and more antidepressants. There's a role for those medications, but we have to look at underlying root causes. Today, the FDA is taking action to remove petroleum-based.
There you go, Hakeem.
I love this. I love this. I love this. I love this. Now, you can say what you want about the Republican Party. I did not hear this from the Democratic Party. These are the type of actions we need for all of us. Anybody who picks up a bag of chips, anybody who does this, and these are just linked to this. This is a win for us. This is a win when they start banning us from buying this with food stamps, banning us from buying junk food and all this from food stamps to make America healthy again.
Correct. And one thing he mentioned too, like the fact the mothers know because they, most of the time mothers are always in the grocery store all the time. Not only that, mothers tend to look at their ingredients when it comes to aspect of certain foods. So Hakeem, can it be a possibility he would listen to like Umar Johnson and all the people ever talk about the food, how America was making us sick, and now it seems like they're really tackling it when it comes to the aspect of the food chain.
Listen, it's not only him, it's Trump appointed Dr. Oz.
Yeah.
A lot of these guys were talking about, so I could agree. They all probably was listening to Umar and all these guys because these always talk about this. Now we have the movers and shakers about to take some place and make some things happen. Make America healthy again.
Yeah, there's going to be a new generation when it comes to aspect, when it comes to food. Now, a lot of people are upset because when it comes to aspect of stamp, because remember, food stamp, you can't buy like certain foods anymore, like certain junk foods. So people are debating about that. But at the end of the day, it's not good when it comes to the children's health.
We don't need it. We don't need chips. We don't need potatoes. Put an apple in your mouth.